reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. And now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here. And it's incomplete. Little first down trickery doesn't work that time.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Miami, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Roach. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Hands off to the left. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to...
And here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
The Hokies will line up to punt it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And they begin the drive here, set up at the 30. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Just trying to get rid of it. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
A third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
The opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. A deep shot to the right. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. And one final play before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Second down after that previous play. Caught behind the line. It's Randall. Finding space at the 20. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Roche. You bring him down after a short gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. Offense beginning to be quick on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down, though.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the back. 1st down, looking for more now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looks left and finds his target there. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds it, just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks an open space. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
Breaks free. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for 6. And it'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Defense is coming after him. And it goes incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. On the move now. Hit as he released it. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Motion now from the tight end. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. Contact as he threw it.
They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it deep to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They've been able to survive some turnover trouble so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the third quarter going.
It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Caught over the middle. It's Francis.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. You and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Ball handed to the running back. Just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down. So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Trying for a fourth down completion. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and the play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to the...
Breaks into the clear. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. It's a first and 10 play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Canes come up to the line in a hurry up.
You know, I would have thought they might have taken a break after the sack that they've given up, but here they are, ready to go again at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
conversion right now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. After all that, heaves it deep down the middle. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you said, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Testing the right side here. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. The back's got it. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch and moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket to the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Turns it loose downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Brought down after the takeaway, a big play by the defense to end this quarter. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlocked, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game. Who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Got the 1st down and still motoring. They bring it down, but a solid run there by the Sophomore.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
And then 1st down, they go right back to him. Inside the 35. Tackle made after a big game. Ball moves to the 21.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The Hokies are in the red zone now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He beat the tight end for a completion. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there. First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. Ending off on the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job by this defense. Backed up deep in their own territory inside the red zone, but they get penetration to come up with a loss there.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. On the move now. And the defense brings him down.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get into the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that one's straight down the middle. And they come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. In the clear at the 25. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. At the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. He'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Ooh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time it's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
There's contact on the throw. The ball is picked off.
it's not over yet, but this fourth down interception is going to cost them critical minutes here at the least here in the fourth quarter.
A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock?
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy.
Grinding away on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock?
They'll hand it off.
As the first down is still going.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. It's a keeper. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock?
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock?
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? They stop him, but it's a first down, and that should be ball game.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. It's QB sneak. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a 2-possession game. With under a minute to go, I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
28, Virginia Tech, 17.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down.
Looking deep for late game heroics.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
Grab down the middle. It's Roche. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. Looking to throw the football.
Looking for a late, deep throw. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just wrecked.
Looking for a man deep down the left side.
And the pass falls incomplete as time expires. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long.